I would get up and redeem myself in the eyes of my father, my maker, and my coach.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the podcast. I'm one of the hosts with the other two hosts who aren't as me. What's the right word? Important as me. Of course, I am important. That's why you see me all the time, because I'm the greatest. Okay, today we're going to start off with gaming, because we have a lot to talk about with the WWE. Go!
I don't believe you just said that you are the most important.
That, and to be fair, technically, I don't have a camera, so that's my excuse.
Shut the hell up!
Well, my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut, sir. Thank you.
No one can see you. Now, I believe you had the
Don't
first
need to
topic,
see
sir. Go.
The first topic, well, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, this week on Friday, January 26, 2018, 2 games dropped. One in which I will not be getting until I see a generous price drop, but one in which I did get, and that is Monster Hunter World. Wild Thing, E4, I would love to know your thoughts on however long you played of Monster Hunter. I will go last. So let's start with E4. Take the floor.
Yeah, I would like to go first because mine is going to be the shortest. This is my very first Monster Hunter game. I have not played any other Monster Hunters. I've only watched friends of mine play. I forgot which Monster Hunter it was, but it was on the Wii. I don't know which one that was, and I saw it, and I got this game because I figured it's something for, something else for me to play with other people and stuff like that, and to enhance my, my collection of games. I can say so far that since I've only just done the beginning part or whatever like that, it is very different than what I am used to playing. But I'm kind of liking it.
That's good. That's good. Short, sweet, and simple. Mr. Wildfang.
Yes, sir.
Your thoughts on Monster Hunter, sir, from wherever you've played.
All right, first of all, I have this to say. That game is garbage, okay? That game is awful, and I don't know why they made this game, but it's terrible. All right, I played 5 of the Monster Hunters, okay? This game is absolute garbage. And when I say garbage, I mean the opposite. The game is amazing so far from what I played. I also beat E4 in arm wrestling, just to put that out there. I beat her in arm wrestling. And her character flew halfway across the map because my character is 2 times stronger than her character. Just put it out there. So, she
just ways to brag.
And I put it on YouTube, so in case anybody thinks it's a lie, it's on YouTube of me crushing her in Monster Hunter with my character. So I put that out there.
This being the first Monster Hunter I've ever picked up, and I don't even know what I'm doing.
First of all, it literally says tap the circle button on the screen. So
I was tapping the circle button. I was tapping the circle button, sir.
I'm just better at it than you. Just say that, alright? Just stop it, man. Jesus. You're a Sally Mae. That's what you are. Anywho, yeah, that game is amazing.
I'm a
it's
student
like the
loan.
third Monster Hunter I've played, so it's not really too bad. I just wish that mission thing could be a little bit kind of fixed up. Instead of everybody having to be near each other, we could, I don't know, make it like past Monster Hunters, and everybody can just play with everybody. But that's just me.
Well, they inserted a story.
Yeah.
Well, they inserted a story which I give 2 shits about. I mean, it is what it is. But my thoughts on Monster Hunter, I freaking love this game, man. I've played Monster Hunter for years. I've played PSPs, DS. I actually have one on the DS.
Ew.
It's freaking amazing. I do not like how you have to play co-op with certain people for the story quests. I could give two craps about the story in general, but at least they're adding different elements. But if I could really quote this game for anyone who hasn't picked it up, can you say Dark Souls with basically Dark Souls and open world combat with dinosaurs and flying monsters and things that go into the swamp, or a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex who defies the laws of physics?
I'm gonna have to say no on the Dark Souls.
Nah, man, this thing plays just like Dark Souls, man. Dodging, the hit detections. Well, at least like Dark Souls 3. I mean, Dark Souls 1 and 2, slow, but Dark Souls 3.
I mean, let's stop putting Dark Souls name in vain,
Hey, man. Oh no, it's a very good game. I am loving it. I put almost 18 hours to the game. Seemingly have not progressed, but I have done things.
okay?
And while Fang E4, I hope to hunt with you guys very soon.
After you beat me,
Yes, so you can help me.
I can do that.
then you can join my squid.
Oh, by the way, you can join 8 squads. For those who don't know, goons who don't know, you can join 8 squads.
8.
Yes, you can join 8 squads. Meaning, if you have 8 friends that want to make 8 different squads, you can join them.
I, for some reason, think this is gonna happen, especially with my cousin.
I mean,
He's probably want to create a squad, and I'm like, I'm not joining your squad.
of course, I'm already in 2, so I mean,
Yeah, you can join my squad.
I mean that makes 3. So congratulations to Scythe.
Being in
Yes.
my squad. All right, cool.
But the game is great.
The game is garbage. Okay?
Hey, man. But I'm sure you did pick. But listen. But you know what? Let's add another topic right here. Since you picked it up, I'm sure you picked it up. I think you did anyway. Did you pick up DBZ?
Yes, sir.
Is it great?
Yes, sir.
In the conversation. I mean, well, I mean, I have no thoughts on it. I don't really. I mean, I'm not paying $60 for a fighting game.
I'm the only one.
Not in 2018.
Yeah, I'm the only one here that plays fighters at this game. So.
That's good, man. This is great. I'm happy you all can have fun.
It's just
I won't be getting
myself though.
Good, as it should be. I'm not paying $60 for that garbage, and I hope E4 doesn't pay 64 for it either. God no.
I don't play fighting games
She plays
like that.
Nothing. Other forms.
I mean,
and I'm being mean. So, yeah. Anywho, let's move on. I believe the next topic were reboots. Go.
Really? Did y'all do any work this week? Is all the topics on me? Maybe I should be a leader of this show, right?
Fuck you.
Well, I actually have topics. My topic's a little bit more WWE.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Okay, we'll get to that. So my topic, and this might be a rant.
Okay.
Reboots in gaming. Now, for those who don't know, I'm not talking about reboots as in DMC or any other garbage reboots out there. I'm talking about established franchises. Let's say Dragon Ball Z. You know, they had the Budokai series come through the PS2 era. Budokai 1, 2, and 3. Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3. We're going to forget about Dragon Ball Sagas ever existed.
The headache.
PS3 comes out, and we get, Burst Limit, which was basically Budokai. But what they did was give us, 10 characters or so. And my question to both of you is, why do gaming companies seemingly have to hit the reset button on a game franchise where it didn't change anything? It didn't change like mechanics or nothing else, just up graphics, same fighting style from PS2. You know, why do they seem like they have to take a reset and then charge top dollar for garbage and make us wait? 3-4 years to get what we already had on PS2, or the quality that we had on PS2?
Well, for that, I believe it goes to something like, if you're talking about like something like Crash Bandicoot, I'm gonna have to honestly say that was actually done right. Waited like 60 years for a game to come out finally again because everyone loves Crash Bandicoot. Except me, because I didn't grow up with him, but I don't hate the guy.
Weirdy.
I was playing Final Fantasy while you were playing Crash Bandicoot and Spyro.
Okay.
I was
You
playing
can't play
Final
two
Fantasy.
games.
Yeah, I was too busy playing Xenogears, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, Xenogears, what else? Tekken 2, Tekken 3. I was a little busy. I'm sorry. Um, but when it comes to like Crash Bandicoot, I feel as though games like that, kind of need it. But games like God of War, for me, I feel like that definitely did not need a reboot at all in the slightest. Because to me that game it feels like it's not going to be the same because now it's narratively based. And I'm a person I love Kratos as a character, but I'm more used to Kratos just screaming at everybody and ripping their heads off. I am not used to Kratos trying to be like, "Hey, you're a god. You can't kill the gods, okay? All right, it's gonna be a problem, all right?" Because it sounds weird when he's soft spoken. It makes you just like, "What the fuck?" What was your opinion, Evil?
And I think that because we talked about this and stuff like that earlier with it, I'm gonna hold my opinions with God of War. Excuse me, it's not even God of War, not God of War 4, God of War.
Yeah.
So be correct on that, sir.
Yeah. Game
but
Award. Norse version.
I am just gonna hold my opinion on God of War until I was gonna get it initially when it was gonna come out, but I decided I'm gonna wait on this. I'm gonna see what people say. I think that's on certain game franchises, unless the only game I think that so far I actually got on release date so far, looking at my list, without games that I've already played or already just come out with different games, has actually been Horizon. This is actually one of the first games in a long time that I actually saw the trailers and stuff for, and I was like, fuck yes, I'm buying this. And I'm glad that I did. Everything else that's in my... Oh, and Overwatch. But Overwatch was because I played the beta, and I'm glad that I did as well. Everything else that I have was either old or reboot, or I knew the game was going to be awesome. Grand Theft Auto 5. I played all the other Grand Theft Autos. Yes, I was going to get this one. Call of Duty Black Ops. I was going to get that one. Everything else, no. So I think the safe bet and stuff like that in this kind of time is that's just what I'm doing. I'm just waiting on stuff, especially with this God of War game. It's going to be, I'm going to try to go in with high hopes for it.
But let me clarify my right to everything. Wildfang, you played the Tenkaichi games, right? Dragon Ball Z, right? On
yes,
PS2,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Tenkaichi 3 had what about 90 characters or so? Every character, Krillin with hair, so not. We get Raging Blast on PS3, right? Yeah. Same fighting style, same concepts, but we get what, 20 characters?
Yes, sir.
Why is it that game companies take a step back when they already established that game series, basically? I'm not going to throw Naruto in there because Naruto actually did something new to Ultimate Ninja.
Oh yeah, it went from side scroller to an arena fighter. But
yeah, so I'm not going to count them because I can see them kind of taking a step back to see if people even like the new style. But Tenkaichi in Dragon Ball's case, which I think, when I love the Dragon Ball Budokai series, as we all know, or at least Wildfang would know.
Yes.
And when it was coming to an end on PS2, and you hear it's coming to PS3, you're excited. It's the new system. You ain't got to hook up your old system. And, you're anxious. You buy it, you pick it up, and you realize that, it plays the same as Budokai. It acts the same. It hasn't changed, but yet you have 20 characters in your face when instead of 40. Why take a step backwards? It's not like you're trying something new. I don't know why companies do this. They have something established, and then when it comes to the new set of systems, it's like, okay, we're going to just scrap what we did on PS2, even though it's the same concept, same systems, but we're going to dial it back. Now, people can probably say it's money, but I mean, you would get money regardless.
Oh yeah,
especially mean, could you imagine if they took, let's just say, if Raging Blast took Tenkaichi 3, all the characters, the stages, the story, you can do all that again. Add it online place, spice it up a little bit, maybe with some extra characters that we found out about in movies, or spice it up with whatever they want to do. Add a little spice to it. Throw some online. You're not telling me that wouldn't make money? People love Tenkaichi. Imagine Budokai 3, which they did do. They did do that eventually.
Yeah.
They did the Budokai 3 pack, which they should have just did that to the beginning instead of giving us a freaking burst limit and Ultimate Tenkaichi, which was absolute garbage, I might add. Rock, paper, scissors fighting for the 90% of the game.
Yep.
Why did it take steps backwards? Now, right now, Xenoverse has kind of got it right. They've kind of got their own thing going. Fine. But I just don't understand why, when it comes to moving on, companies take a step back.
That's kind of like a Street Fighter. I don't know if you noticed in Street Fighter 5, the roster started off completely garbage, and then you have to pretty much pay for I don't know, Guile, which is a part of the original 12. So you kind of have to look at it like, bruh, why am I paying for the original 12 characters in the original Street Fighter? Or
better yet, why I gotta wait till 3 years later to get the game that I wanted the first time?
Exactly.
It's been something that's been bugging me. I've talked about this with many people. Some people tell me, because they don't know people are going to accept it now, or I've heard people say, which is probably the answer, money. Milk the franchise, milk it for the next generation. They can't add anything new, so they'll just dial everything back. Which, to me, what companies don't realize is if the old gen system isn't that old, they'll just go back to the older versions. Hell, you have mods of Tenkaichi 3 still on PC, and people still playing it. Like, it's every day, it's brand new in 2018.
Oh, yeah, people are doing that.
You got Jiren mods, and this is 2018. Tenkaichi came out almost 10 years ago.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know, man. That's probably been my biggest dial back. I mean, same thing with wrestling games. You have systems, you have I guess features that was once in a wrestling game, and they go to the next system, and no, we're scrapping all the systems that were in it. And there's nothing changed about the gameplay. It's not like it's a whole new system or it may be a new graphics engine. But it's not like something that we're going to be afraid of people take. It's not like, we don't know if people are going to buy this game because we're doing a whole new wrestling system. Yeah. It's the same game you played on PS2, but yeah, we don't have special referee matches now. We don't have we don't have 8-man matches or whatever the hell you want to. Just whatever features you may think are in the game. I give Ultimate Ninja some leadway because they did something new. They was testing the waters with the whole new, basically a Tenkaichi style system ish, more open, more 3D. So I can understand why they want to take a step back, not throw all their, all the eggs in the basket. But Dragon Ball, Street Fighter, any of these games that have come out and have taken steps backwards, when they have changed nothing in the next game as far as gameplay, wise, to me, it makes no sense.
Honestly, Dragon Ball Fighters actually kind of, they're excelling in that type of feature because it's actually a completely different style of game. And yes, it has a few characters, but it goes with the story. It's not like you're playing through the Cell Saga. It's a completely different story that you're playing, or original story that you're playing through.
I've heard.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, now you can understand why Yamcha is able to fight Cell, or some of these things. It goes in the story. So that's why for that game, story-wise, I'm not even gonna bash it up. But if I was playing through the Cell Saga, I would have been, I'd probably be like, what the hell is the point of this game now? Why didn't you just put all the characters in the game?
Well, let's say for example, Fighter Z came out when PS3 came out. Mm-hmm. That was the first DBZ game on PS3 after the Budokai Tenkaichi series, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
If they gave me 20 characters on that game, I completely understand it.
Yeah.
Why? It's a completely new style fighting game. It's not like Budokai. It's nothing like Budokai. Nowhere in the slightest like Budokai.
Yeah.
And that's what every gamer is used to that played Dragon Ball Z. So if you came out with Dragon Ball Fighters as the first PS3 game after doing well with Budokai Tenkaichi and you gave me 20 characters, I could accept that. I would accept it because, you know, A, they didn't throw all the eggs in the basket because they don't know if people are going to accept it, and B, it's something that we have not played and is like they're taking chances, see where this lies, and maybe this is the new route they go going forward. You know, now personally, me, I don't really like that system of fighting. Not for Dragon Ball Z. I prefer the Budokai. I like that stuff for, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom or stuff like that. You know, me playing Dragon Ball Fighters, literally, I feel like I'm playing Marvel vs. Capcom with Dragon Ball Z skin. People may hate me for it. That's how I felt. A little, of course, more polished and all that, but from the terms of the fighting style, I feel like Blast Blue with freaking Dragon Ball skins.
It's
I mean, I'm
Blaze
just-
Oh God,
Blue.
you say
Blaze,
Blue.
Blast.
Blue. No.
Who cares?
No.
No, who cares? I want to say
Blaze.
Blast to piss off everyone now.
No, it's fucking Blaze Blue. People who say Blast Blue.
Blast.
How is it Blue hell isn't even Blast? How the fuck do you say
I say it to piss people off.
It doesn't matter. That's the dumbest shit I have ever had to hear in my goddamn life.
I'm doing the Elvis Presley dance right now.
It doesn't
Why you
matter,
saying
man.
all that?
Alright, cool.
Maybe I should hit the Orton pose. You know, let me hit the Orton pose.
Cool, man. You can
But
do that.
Blaze, but at the end of the day, you know, so for me, I don't really personally like that fighting style for DBZ.
I got you, man. But Jesus Christ.
So,
Play
yeah.
that game Blast Blue. The fuck is a Blast Blue, man? Jesus.
Hey man. My goal is complete. Make Wild Fang angry. Goal completed. Ding.
No, I'm not angry. I'm just agitated because the people. You're not the only one that.
Agitated, angry. I know.
It's not.
And I know people hate it.
Thing. No,
I
not a lot of people say they hate that. I'm like one of the few people because a lot of people say it. A lot of people ignore it. I'm one of the few people that you're probably gonna know that says, "Please shut the hell up with that," because please. Like Jesus.
I am one of those people that get angry when people say Naruto.
Huh?
Naruto,
Yeah.
like when
Naruto?
that shit
I mean,
drives
to
me
be
crazy.
fair, they're reading it how they sound.
Yes.
Yeah, like dumb, like what a lot of dumb Americans do.
I mean, yeah, people in commercials say Naruto, so I don't even get angry with it anymore because when you watch commercials and you hear, "Oh, catch Naruto on Wednesday," it's like, well, there you go. You'll hear Naruto everywhere you go now. So I've heard people say Gokawa instead of Goku. Yeah. So
Okay.
Vegeta. Yeah, Vegeta.
Okay. Hell, I've heard I
Killing.
Tamisha from what's it called
Sasuke.
and I was like, all right, cool. But regardless, man. All right. Regardless, I don't care. Yeah, man. When it comes to your point about the about reboots, man, I completely get it. But at the same time, like, there are certain games. First of all, Dragon Ball Fighter Z is actually they actually are inspired from Marvel vs. Capcom. They said this on numerous occasions. That's why the game is the way it is. But
I don't know why it is. It's just,
I know they what they did though, and to me, why I'm proud of them for the game, is they took the game of Marvel vs. Capcom, because the last Marvel game we got was Infinite, which is infinitely garbage, right? And they made it better by having better mechanics, a better roster, and hell, a better story. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite seems like it wants to be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe so bad. It's like, notice me, Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's exactly what that game is doing the whole time. It's like, notice me, senpai. I'm here. That's what the game's doing the whole time. Infinite, especially in the story mode. It's like, it's so goddamn...
is Zero playable?
Where? In what?
Infinite. Is Zero playable?
Yeah.
I know he's in the game, but is he playable?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
that's all
a
that
part of
matters.
that garbage roster. That roster is so
Hey.
fucking garbage.
I know the roster sucks, but Zero's awesome. So
I mean, okay, but you gotta have two people to play the game. Zero by himself.
I mean, I don't buy fighting games unless I have an investment with honestly at this point,
Yeah.
the only way I would buy a fighting game is there's like a character customization like Xenoverse or the new Naruto game coming out, which I have mixed feelings on.
I'm not buying
it. Has something like that, or it's on sale like a Street Fighter or something like that. Other than that, I really don't play fighters anymore. Okay. I really don't. Play. I have so many other games I'd rather play online than fighters. That I look at them. It's like, and don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're bad fighting games. I just look at it and I'm like, I can't see myself spending $60. A, I probably won't care about the story. If I'm buying a fighting game for one or two reasons. A, to beat the hell out of some computer when I'm pissed off, or B, to go online and beat the hell out of some noob. I mean, it's just what it is. It's a fighting game. Well, true. I don't really care for stories most of the time. Now, Dragon Ball would have a different opinion.
Having stories.
They do. Now, I will say this: Dragon Ball, I probably would have cared because of the investment I've had with Dragon Ball as a kid growing up, so it'd have been interesting to me. Tekken, I've pretty much all but given up on because I used to follow the story like the back of my hand, and then I said, screw this, it's gone on too long. Soul Calibur, same thing until Soul Calibur 6 got announced, and I looked at them and shrugged my shoulders. No.
Hey,
because Soul Calibur 5 was garbage.
6 is actually a reboot, so it's not back in time.
It's a reboot.
Yeah, you didn't know? It's going back in time. It's not.
Going back in time?
It's not for after 5. It takes place way before 5. It takes place in this.
So that means. So. Well, that's great, but I mean, we know how bad 5 was beyond storyline. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, 5 was terrible. Storyline, gameplay was bad.
The story was pretty fun. But after a good second, it was like, all right, this is getting fucking stupid. But
it started off decent.
Yeah, when what's the name dropped from the sky and killed that dude, I was like, oh, that was pretty cool. Now,
but everything was like it just I can't. After playing Soul Calibur 5, looking at Soul Calibur 6, I'm like left with a bad taste in my mouth. Really, just like eh.
Yeah, and Tekken 7 kind of like went through the whole story. So if you really played that story in Tekken 7, they actually kind of like spell it out for you and kind of adds more context to it. So I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, and remember how bad Tekken 6 was. So I hope Tekken 7 did better because 6 was terrible.
6 was not terrible. What are you talking about?
It wasn't better than 5. It was terrible.
Yes, it was. It was
not to me, man. Not
because
to
you're
me.
not. All right, man. I'm in a conversation right now. All right. Let's move on. Okay, it's time for us to move on because if we talk about fighters, I'm gonna win because I'm the only one here that plays them like fucking crap.
You played them. Okay, so when you categorize a good or bad fighter, are you talking about its story or are you talking about its mechanics when fighting?
Both.
Online with people.
I take a fighting game as a whole package.
Because if you want to talk, if it's okay in the terms of story, so Tekken 6 was terrible, god awful. In terms of story, like 30 people had the same ending. Are you kidding me? Oh wait, I pick up a rock. Oh, it gets destroyed. No.
All right, never mind. Anywho, we're gonna move on to WWE now. The first thing we're gonna talk about, right, is that hot fire that was NXT. What are you guys' opinions on NXT that just happened?
I enjoyed it.
E4. What about you?
I enjoyed it until the Ember versus Shayna.
Oh yeah, that match was arguably terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, Shayna Baszler.
Why I don't understand, and Triple H is part of this. Is part of his with NXT, so I don't know why he's getting MMA. You know what? Yes, I do, because she knows Ronda. So never mind. But
well, there's also because MMA is the big thing nowadays, and they have to give Shayna Baszler her spot to make her look dominant. I'm gonna piggyback on what E4 said about Shayna Baszler. Me personally, I wouldn't be. Her character work has been good. Character work. She's green in the ring.
Oh, okay.
No. Her character work has been fine. When she's in the little chair with the promo, her character reactions, that's been fine. I have no problem with it because she doesn't give a shit. That's how she needs to be.
She gets reactions. She's a heel. She gets reactions.
No, not that. I'm talking about when, like, I don't know if you watched NXT Wednesday when she was with her and Ember Moon in the chair.
The sit down was
her character work. I'm not talking about the fan reaction. I'm just talking about her character work, her body movement. That is fine because she looks like she legitimately says, "I don't give a shit. I can beat everyone here." That is fine. My problem with Shayna Baszler is my problem with any MMA person is that they give them, first of all, the same gimmick. I just seen this gimmick with Sonya Deville, who is now on main roster. Oh, God. I've just seen this gimmick with Brock Lesnar. I'm going to see this gimmick with Ronda Rousey. Do I really need to see another MMA? Oh, I am, an MMA fighter gimmick, whatever. Now, her getting a title match, considering the fact that they built up no one else except Nikki Cross, who is a babyface. B, Kairi Sane is... No, Sane's babyface now, sir. All of them babyface.
But they're supposed to be a heel team. That's what I'm saying.
They turned babyface against AOP. I don't know. I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense, but,
Hey, man, they turned...
I love all of those teams, but it doesn't really matter.
But see...
Like, you're a heel.
Yeah, but let's take a step back here. Let's start over actually. A, Ember Moon is a babyface. B, Nikki Cross is a babyface. C, Kairi Sane is reportedly dealing with some nagging injuries, which is why Sonya Deville. See, Shayna Baszler choked her out on the stage, and we haven't seen her since. They have not built any dominant person, or not really dominant, but any good heels on NXT's women division right now that was even worthy of challenging Ember Moon. So that's why you insert Shayna Baszler in there. Thankfully, she lost tonight. I am so happy she lost.
Oh, man.
Because it needed to happen. Now, even though I was rooting for, it's Shayna Baszler. She is not. When people watch this match, I hope they wasn't expecting something like Ember Moon versus Asuka. I hope they wasn't expecting that.
Oh, no.
Shayna Baszler is green in the ring. She has really one style. That is punch, punch, kick, sleeper hold, punch, punch, kick, I'll step in your arm, sleeper hold, arm bar.
Yeah.
It's up to the other person to sell for her, which Ember Moon sold greatly tonight. The NXT Women's Division, despite all its problems, is still better than main roster. So, I mean, there's that. Despite its problems, and they're starting to build some heels. You have Bianca Belair, who I am high on, very high on. I want her to see her as NXT Women's Champion at some point. You have this Lacey Evans, who I believe she's now heel. I hope Ember Moon turns heel for her eventual match with Kairi Sane. I think that would be great with Ember Moon being the heel. I think she needs a change. She's been the same character since we've seen her. Nikki Cross will probably be called up before she even gets the title, so that's fine. Unfortunately, she'll be called up to main, which I don't want, but...
That wouldn't make any type of sense if they put her away from Sanity. That would be the stupidest decision.
Well, they'll probably call all of them up at once,
Oh my God, no! After what they did to Revival,
we'll discuss we will discuss the Revival. I will discuss the Revival. I'm not as scared as everyone else. I'm a little scared, but not as scared, and I'll explain that why later. But Shayna Baszler, can she improve? Yes. She will be the top heel on NXT, whether you like it or not, because there's no one else there. So, will she be NXT Women's Champion at some point? She will. And she will be boring because she will bring the same aura as any other MMA fighter. So, that's all I have to say about Shayna Baszler.
Okay. But in the end, WWE, the NXT TakeOver, was amazing, except for, obviously, that one goddamn match, which literally was boring. But even from the beginning, and hell, Aleister Black is officially my favorite wrestler in NXT. Especially from his entrance to just, man, that man just comes out epically for no reason. And I swear to
Who?
God, Aleister Black, I swear to God, if he goes to the main roster, they're going to probably change his name to just Black. And I'm going to genuinely want to punch somebody.
I doubt they say black because that would be a racial thing, and then WWE be like, "Oh, they call this man black." No, they'll call him Aleister Black.
Hey, but,
you know
but
what?
look at
Everyone,
Neville though. Look at Neville. His name was Adrian.
I mean,
Neville.
his Adrian Neville. Okay.
And they called him Neville from that day forward.
That sounds much better than saying Adrian Neville. Adrian Neville. You gotta say Aleister Black. Don't say Black. They'll just say Aleister. If anything else, they'll just say Aleister. Or they'll just give him his old name, Tommy End. Or just give him his old name, Tommy End. So
yeah.
But he'll be fine.
Yeah.
EC3.
Oh, I saw him.
He's coming.
Him and Ricochet. I was like, ooh. And EC3
now,
is a prime example of what the hell happened before and after his WWE the first time type of career. Like, man, the career was
Derek Bateman.
And it was terrible. And then he freaking came back and everybody's chanting his name. Like, come on.
Because he's done good work in TNA.
Oh, yeah.
He did very good work. But I have to say, once again, this individual stole the show for me, at least in his entrance. I have grown to like this guy. He has really done real wonders. And no, it's not Adam Cole. No, it's not Undisputed. Not AOP. Not Jarring Gargano. Not even Almas. We all should know who I'm talking about here. The Velveteen Dream.
I was just going to say Velveteen Dream.
That Velveteen Dream is younger than us, but yet this man stuck to a gimmick and went to. He took the gimmick. It's almost like Broken Matt Hardy, where he just took a gimmick and was like, all right, I'm gonna make this shit the greatest shit ever. And now he just comes out and he oozes charisma for zero reason. You're like, bruh.
Trivia time.
What?
You know he was on Tough Enough.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Tough Enough, and he lost. Now, what's funny about that is that I, back then, was like, okay, out of everyone there, he seemed like the best person there. But he got eliminated.
Yep.
And some tall guy won. I forgot his name. Josh. Something, I don't know.
Yeah, and if you
where's Josh now?
Oh, he's nowhere.
Josh, where are you, bro? Where? Unemployment line? Exactly. Yeah. Oh, Indies? Yeah, whatever.
Hey, but like
that brings. This actually brings up one of my topics. I'm gonna piggyback off of what Wild Thing mentioned about Broken Matt Hardy. What did you guys think about Raw's 25th anniversary Broken Matt Hardy debut losing to Bray Wyatt?
Okay,
Wild Thing, go ahead, man.
All right. I want to say this. Now, are you listening? Can you hear me? Okay, I want to say this. Right. First of all, that shit. The whole first hour, Stone Cold and all that, it's pretty fun. Everything after that was GARBAGGGGGGE with a capital P at the end of that. I'm just saying. Yeah. That shit was so bad.
I'm pretty sure there's just 2 G's in garbage.
I don't care. Okay. Second of all, why in the blue fucking hell? Shut the hell up. Why in the blue goddamn hell of blazing blue did they make Broken Matt Hardy, who made his in-ring debut, lose to goddamn Bray Wyatt in 2 goddamn minutes in a terrible match? Why in the hell did they use 2 venues for this thing? They pissed off half of the people who paid thousands of dollars to go to that stupid ass arena and watch dark matches that we didn't get to see, thank God, because I heard they were all bad, okay? And we got to...
Well, they got to see The Undertaker.
Yeah, and he said nothing. He came in the ring and said damn near nothing. He wasted my goddamn time. Yep. It was 4 minutes of my life that I wish I could take back. Yeah, they could all rest.
The ring was short. Their entrance was short. It was like, I think that was like one of his shortest entrances in like years.
Okay, that's fine. You know, right? But next, right? Enzo got fired, so we didn't have the match we were expecting.
Yes, that's
And
my other topic.
and fucking Roman Reigns fucking lost the title. Oh my god.
He will be in the Royal Rumble.
Oh my god. If he wins the Royal Rumble. Alright, know what? What are your opinions on Raw 25? Go! Fuck.
Wow, you just mentioned like all of what I was going to talk about.
No. Go ahead.
Literally in one breath. I have no more
Oh, well, we didn't talk about them. He just
didn't
mentioned
talk-
them, but we
I
didn't talk about
mention
them.
them.
We'll talk about that. But
We talked about it.
we're all 25s. Um, uh, Jesus, man, that show. So WWE basically talked about this this show for how long? Months? At least a month, right?
Months.
And within that amount of time, we've had piss poor SmackDowns, piss poor to decently Raw, good NXT all the way around. And I cut on my TV to watch 125, to watch Monday Night Raw like I do every Monday.
Yeah.
And I see Vince McMahon and his family. He comes out
With his dust.
nice baby face pop. You know, he goes baby face to heel like that. And I enjoyed every moment. Stone Cold comes out, does his shtick. And I was generally happy. I was actually happy to be watching Monday Night Raw. And then, how long was that segment? About, what, 15 minutes? Give or take?
Yep.
And then the other 2 hours and 45 minutes, I'm sitting there on my phone, on my 3DS, looking up, looking down, not not caring. I will say one thing, though, before I get into more ranting, because you know what's coming. The women! I am proud of the women, or woman, because it was only one I was proud of. Another generic four-woman tag match. Garbage.
Of course.
As always.
Of course.
But the ending made me happy. It made me smile. We have this women's Royal Rumble.
Oh, because Asuka
What
showed
is the main...
Royal Rumble.
No. But what is the whole thing about this? Every what for themselves? Every
Women.
what was it? Every
woman for themselves.
And what did Asuka do? Did she give a shit that they want? No. Did she hug and kiss? And no. She immediately chuck over the rope, hit you, chuck over the rope. And gave no shits.
I wonder who's gonna win the Royal Rumble for the women.
It's such a surprise. Oh my god. I don't know who's going to win this. Oh no.
Well, I will say it honestly, let's face facts. Who else? Okay. Let's take a step back from Raw 25. You look at the women. The only people you can realistically can see Asuka, Becky, and Nia Jax.
I didn't know that the Miz and Asuka was going to win their match in the mixed match challenge. That was such a surprise.
Well, this is WWE. You can't expect too much from predictable booking. But back to Raw 25, because the Royal Rumble song we'll discuss. I just had to bring that little nugget up.
Okay.
So 2 hours and 30 minutes of the show was complete garbage. I did not care about the ending with Braun. We know who's winning that match. Now the Miz match was good, surprisingly.
Yeah, it was pretty okay.
But to E4's point about yes, the wonderful Woken. I don't know why they gave us that match there. I really don't. Maybe because of the another topic of the Zoltrain person guy getting fired. They potentially had to just scramble around some things to fill up that venue. So maybe they say, okay, we'll put a broken Matt. And Jeff Hardy was there, so I classify myself as obsolete. But I think it was terrible. I think if anything, they should have gave them maybe an in-ring segment with them fighting not a full match. I would have built that match to Mania. But then again, maybe this sets up something better for Mania. You know what's going to happen at Mania. The Undertaker, I didn't care because he said nothing. Digging holes and taking souls, whatever he said.
He didn't say that this time. He just talked about nothing. He said nothing.
Well, he said everyone needs to rest in
that's
peace.
what he
Maybe
said.
some retirement.
Yeah. Okay.
We got a lot of two sweets.
Which didn't make any kind of goddamn sense. Oh, you about to get to the best part. I know exactly what you're about to get to. Go ahead, finish what you say.
What else did we have? We had the two sweets. We had the revival. Oh, the revival.
Oh, the best part of the show, man.
Getting beaten up. I will say why I'm not too afraid for the revival, and people may disagree. So we know what happened to the Ascension. They got beat up by jobbers, by a bunch of legends. We've seen what happened to Heath Slater, a bunch of legends. And guess the revival they get beat up by a bunch of legends. But within those legends was the golden shovel, the shuffle, as Roman Reigns would say, the big dog. The golden shuffle was in that mix. So was HBK. So yes, it was a burial from Mr. Road Dogg, who writes SmackDown Live, who needs to probably should be at home studying NXT tapings. You have Billy Gunn, who's part of Bullet Club Hunters over there in New Japan, doing whatever he does. You have Sean Waltman, who looks freaking beast. You have Razor Ramon, who, and you have the club, whatever. But like I said, within that group was Triple H, and that to me gives me a bit of hope that because he was in there, maybe he had something grand. Maybe this is like, okay, look, you've been injured for a while. We're gonna have you pay your little due or whatever because you've been hurt for so long. Just a little pay your respects type thing, whatever. But I hope that the revival stay healthy. They prove and they'll be on their way up and not on the way down.
Okay, all right.
But that's all I have to say about Raw 25. Garbage.
Okay, first of all, that revival segment, right? Not only are people afraid, they're afraid for damn good reason. Mainly the fucking Ascension. These motherfuckers were the tag team champions in NXT for a very long time. Came up, the same thing happened with damn near the same people. And they're on the Fashion Files now. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. I love the Fashion Files.
Hey man, they're getting TV time. As the wrestlers say, they're getting TV time, making a bunch of money. As they would say on Twitter.
I fucking hate when they say that. Every time they say that, it makes me want to punch them in the throat. Oh, I'm making money. Who the fuck cares? You're not doing anything of importance. So when you finally get into something important, you're not doing it. Nobody's gonna care. Who the fuck is gonna care? Like at this point, man, I ain't gonna care. I don't care. Like, come on. Ty Dillinger comes on my screen. I am fighting for the World Heavyweight Champion. The fuck have you been doing? Where have you been? That's the first thing I'm gonna say.
Oh, by the way, Bludgeon Brothers now on TV for 2 weeks.
Why? That's my question. I was like, yo, why the fuck? But still, back to Raw 25.
Just throwing it out there.
Well, yeah, I know. Back to Raw, man. They buried the revival from old dusty men sitting there freaking getting their supers off, which made 0 sense. Right?
Extra dusty.
Fucking all of them getting their supers off. Does anybody remember when Road Dogg tried to fight somebody like the Shield and lost in seconds? Oh yeah, that happened. So I have no faith. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, I have 0 faith in the goddamn in those old people. Second, the two sweet. First of all, how the fuck did the club win that match? Or why did they win that match? It did nothing for nobody. The shit was all pointless. Okay. It didn't do anything. Man. It did nothing. It didn't add anything.
Maybe it can be considered non-canon.
Okay. Yeah, that whole Raw 25 can kiss my ass because they just buried one of the greatest things.
Hey, it didn't happen in the Barclays Center, so it's not canon.
Okay, yeah. They're going to treat wrestling fans like they're idiots again. That's great.
I mean, it's not like we didn't see Roman versus Brock at 31. Oh, wait, we did.
Oh, yeah, because we're idiots. Second, all right, now that the fucking Roman Reigns doesn't have that journey, yes, now we're going to get Roman versus Brock at WrestleMania. Yay. If people want to see that, okay, But
So totally want to see that.
totally want to see that. I want to watch that match. Oh
Y'all
man.
already know how I feel about that match. I've said it.
Yeah,
So
we're not gonna get back into it because it's gonna make me want to punch a small goat, or I'm just gonna go
It's
get a
gonna make me
dog
want
and
to
punch.
punch.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
punch.
no, not about the match. What I'm going to be doing when that match comes on.
Oh, I'm not gonna be watching it. I'm gonna cancel my Netflix.
Exactly. I'm not canceling it. I'm just going to cut it off and go to sleep. Ready for work in the next morning. Fuck that.
But yeah, next thing, all right. That whole Raw 25 not only was pointless, but the shit, it didn't build toward the Royal Rumble. What the fuck was the point of the episode? Okay.
Did it take a view? I thought it was only Takeover this weekend.
Oh, okay. And
There's a
now,
Rumble?
yeah, it's gonna have the first woman one. But before that, I want to talk about something else. Before that, fucking Enzo, goddamn motherfucking pink slips and crack cocaine Amore.
Isn't that E4's topic?
Yes.
Shouldn't she be the one that bring that up, sir?
I'm telling her. I'm about to tell her go.
Slips Amore. Well, no. Apparently, there's a sexual allegation against Mr. What is his name? Eric. I don't fucking care.
Eric
Enzo.
Eric Art.
Yeah, against Enzo Amore. Now, people were saying that they was just looking for reason to fire him because he hasn't even been proven guilty. I just wanted you guys' opinion about it because I understand that WWE has an image, and in the PG era, kids can look shit up and all that other kind of stuff.
Okay,
so they'll look up that the cruiserweight, is under investigation for sexual misconduct and all this other kind of BS.
All right,
the man hasn't been proven guilty. And granted, I don't like Enzo Amore. I don't even like him as a person, not only his character. I like the one who's been big cash. Ever since they split, I hated him. I have been hating him more on the cruiserweight on 215. But the man hasn't even been proven guilty.
I know, but
you do know why he was fired, correct?
You realize why he was fired. It wasn't simply because of that.
No, I'm not saying as far as me. I'm just getting you guys' opinion about the subject.
Okay.
Oh, no.
A lot of people don't know that they know he was fired. They think it's because of the sexual assault. But it wasn't because of the sexual assault. It's because he didn't not only mention about the sexual assault, but he's literally been caught on camera doing crack cocaine. I mean, he cannot deny that part. That is literally a drug violation. That is a huge drug violation. He got fired because he didn't tell them.
Like certain other stars and stuff have Brock Lesnar fell their wellness and stuff like that. And
let's not talk about
the main reason why Enzo was fired wasn't really because of the crack. It wasn't because of the allegations. He knew about this stuff since October, and he said nothing.
Oh yeah. He
knew about the investigation. He knew about the allegations. He knew everything from October. It's going on February.
Yes.
Now, he got fired. Think about the timing. Think about this. If you had a problem, and let's say, I don't know, someone was sick, and you got to go to work the next day, do you not tell your boss, if you're in a leader of a position of leadership, especially, or you are a big person in that brand, do you just take off and not say anything to your boss for about a week? You just don't say anything, and then you come back and it's like, oh yeah, and you expect them to no. Enzo knew this for 3-4 months and said nothing. WWE found out through Twitter and social media.
Yep.
Now Enzo was already on the thin ice, which is why they didn't fire him. It's not like he was doing anything bad. He was doing bad, but he wasn't doing anything that wasn't, terrible to the point where they fired him. But the moment he slipped up, it's like when you got that one employee who you just don't like, but you can't fire him, and then that one moment, the moment they just kirk off on a team member or something, gone. Where anyone else would have been like coaching, no, gone. Enzo was that. He didn't tell them, and then look at the timing. You got Raw 25, one of your biggest shows you've been promoting for weeks, where you want to celebrate, and you got this man, Then you go on Twitter and you see these rape allegations. You know, he's holding your belt. He's got him in a high-profile match at Royal Rumble. You're advertising Raw 25, and then you find out this stuff on social media, and you knew nothing about it. Now, I'll play a little bit devil's advocate here because I know no one does. Could I see why Enzo didn't tell anyone? Yes. To be honest with you, I can see why. He knew he was on thin ice regardless. And then look at the position he was in. He was the king of it, whether you like it or not. And undeserving as it was, he was a king, basically the head flagship of an entire division onto his own. He was a champion and he was making money. He was living the life.
Yes.
To him, he was living the life. Now, granted, there's been I've heard rumors that he's one that got his contract so he can pursue rap. So maybe he didn't care. So maybe he hoped everything would loop around. We don't know. You know, I've heard people say that he was wearing a T-shirt. You know, from other podcasts that said that he was wearing a T-shirt that is the greatest day of my life, or something. And tomorrow's the beginning of new, or something like that, as if he knew it was going to happen.
It's the greatest day of my life. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, as if he knew. Now, whether or not he knew, or whatever, it could have just been a random T-shirt. Who knows? Who cares? But I can see why he didn't tell them. But honestly, at the same time, I agree with WWE firing him. Because you did not let them know. And this, now granted, I've done research. I've actually been in the Twitter dumps looking at the quote female that he allegedly raped.
She's a lunatic, but whatever.
Not even that. No, what she says, what she do, I can see her lying clear as day. I can see it. I could see it. Because, she poses nude, I think, on Snapchat, with Snap, the pay Snap thing. She does this and that. So, honestly, her sleeping around with Enzo Amore or the guy down the street or whatever, I could see it happening. I'm not going to say it couldn't. And I could see her using this to get more publicity over, I slept with a wrestler, I'll just say he raped me and, whatever. Yes, I read the text messages, I've read messages that she's posted. I read someone else saying that Enzo's innocent with another set of messages. I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm sure at the end of the day she slept with Enzo, I'm sure. Whether or not he raped her is a different story.
Oh, yeah,
but aside from that, did he deserve to get fired? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
you did not tell your management of what was happening in your life. It's not like a DUI. Well, even then you need to tell them, well, yeah, I got arrested for. You are a public figure. And that's the thing a lot of people don't know about WWE is that, yes, it's scripted. Yes, it's fake. It's scripted television. So nothing you see, none of the interactions, with the bad guys and good guys is actually real beef. They're trained to do everything they do in the ring, but they are really doing those stunts, which, yes, it's real in that respect. But all the feuds, people hating, oh, I hate you, I hate that's all fake. But you're still in the public eye. You're as big a celebrity as Tom Cruise. You're in the public eye. When you do something, in that business, you need to go to whoever is your employer of something of that magnitude. You get a DUI. You need to tell WWE. Why? Because technically you're a celebrity. You're a celebrity in the position where you reflect the company, especially if you're a champion. This is not the Attitude Era days where, they can get away with a bunch of different shit and no one cares. This is now a different time. Enzo not telling Vince, Stephanie, whoever, Triple H, puts bad publicity on the company. Why? Because now people may say, oh, WWE had a rapist and they never knew it.
Or they knew it and they didn't want to do
whether he raped her, or they may have known, but it can bring up a lot of bad press to WWE. And then look at the timing: Raw 25, Royal Rumble, moving on to WrestleMania. Imagine if this happened the day before, the week before WrestleMania.
Oh nah.
So, Enzo. I'm not gonna say I didn't really care for Enzo. I can't say I liked him or hate him. I didn't care. As a wrestler, a professional wrestler, I didn't care. He spoke too much for me. When he came on, After 10 minutes, I mute my TV. He's talking too much.
Did
Did he get what he deserved? Absolutely. 110%. If I was an employee, I'd have fired him. Why not? You know, it sucks he's without a job. You know, you don't want to see no one lose their job in life with the way the world works. You don't want to see no one without a job. No matter what job it is, no matter how much money they have, you don't want to see no one lose their job. But the difference between wanting to see anyone lose their job and whether they deserve to lose their job. And yes, in this case, you deserve to lose your job, and I hope you don't get hired anywhere else as far as WWE is concerned, because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve to be in the spotlight that you were given. And now with him gone, hopefully it makes 205 better. Hopefully it makes the whole cruiserweight division better. The cruiserweight division has been utter garbage since Enzo Amore went there.
He is the reason why Neville walked out.
You know, you lose Neville. How you let this bum take away, basically, not Reese purposely, but you let this bum basically have one of your top guys who was doing the greatest work he has done in WWE. You make him walk. And then you're mad because you're not going to release him of his contract because you're going to make him sit at home, and you're basically going to pay him for doing nothing. Now, granted, that may be a reward from WWE. You ain't got to pay. Hey, whatever. We're not going to suspend you. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to let your contract run so you can pay. So maybe that's the reward from WWE. But on any planet, would you have Enzo Amore not once, but twice beat the caliber and the type of person at that time that Neville was?
Oh yeah,
without any, leading to what? What would it have led to? Nothing. What Neville? I mean, Neville loses, then what? Now, granted, they could put Neville back on main roster, back with the main guys. But I mean, and talks were happening, but apparently they stalled. And I wonder why. They probably still want him to be on 205 Live. No. Now with Enzo Amore, now hopefully with Enzo gone, hopefully Neville comes back. And hopefully comes back in the Royal Rumble. I doubt it, but it would be nice.
That's what people were saying. Not the comments.
It would be nice to see Neville. Neville was doing the best work of anybody that entire run. His entire heel work was better than almost anyone on that roster. You can say maybe, Mike work, maybe Alexa Bliss. You could say maybe Braun Strowman. But Neville was definitely on that list of greatest heels of that entire year. Matter of fact, greatest character that entire year. Screw the heels. Babyface and heels. And yet you let some bum, Enzo Amore, basically, not on purposely, but cause this man to walk out of your company. Good riddance. And as WWE said, they didn't even give him best of future endeavors. Good.
Oh yeah, they did not. They just said, we're coming to terms with releasing him.
So you only get that when you're released on good terms. You got fired. So go after yourself.
That's pretty much what they said. They were like, go fuck yourself. Get out of my company. But but you can tell WWE was not happy with the guy, especially when he got kicked off the bus or that type of stuff. And I don't know if y'all know who Simon Gotch is. He did a podcast.
I know who he is.
He pretty much fried him up. He fried Enzo up. He said he was a garbage wrestler and a garbage person. And he explained how Enzo...
All Enzo was a talker.
Yeah, how he pretty much didn't know anything from... He didn't even know who some of the wrestlers are that they were talking about during their training and all that type of stuff. And nobody could work with him and all that type of stuff. But he fried him up. But it's neither here nor there. He doesn't work for the company. I'm glad he doesn't work for the company too, because yes, he was a garbage person. What he was doing, which is the cocaine and all that type of stuff. Why did you let somebody even take a picture of you doing cocaine? In the age of social media, that is the dumbest thing you could do. Why the fuck are you doing cocaine anyway?
Because he was on cocaine.
Okay, that makes complete
sense. He wants to be a rapper, and rappers can do whatever they want and quote do whatever they want.
But
Enzo forgot that you work for a company of prestige. Well, not pretty prestige, but a public eye company.
Yes. So why the blue
You know.
hell would you, and I quote this, do cocaine, right, with somebody there? Like, who does that? What kind of retarded move is that? And I'm sad to say retarded.
People that are doing the cocaine.
But, like, seriously, though, why would you do cocaine? Like, and then if he had gotten a random drug test and said, Enzo violated a policy, we have to let him go, he would have been pissed. Like, why did WWE let me go? Bruh, you were doing cocaine. Like, legit, son. What the fuck? Yes, man. Cocaine is not like a substance that they tolerate. Like, they don't tolerate cocaine. Why
They don't tolerate anything.
Like, they don't tolerate drugs, but, like, you could instantly get fired. If you read through, like, I don't know if you've ever read through their drug policy, but if you do cocaine, you're done. There's nothing else you can do from there. They're going to send you to rehab. At that point,
of course.
they're not, like if they catch you with crack or cocaine or something of that type of substance, they're going to send you to rehab. They do not want another fucking Benoit or Eddie Guerrero. So they was like, yeah, all right, cool. Get out. And he's probably like, but you just being a couple of haters. And then he was like, shut up, get out, bye. The only reason why he even was still like that in the company is probably because his merchandise sales. And he had excellent merchandise.
They were making money off of him. They were making money. That's why let's be real. They knew why they kept him. He was making money. And so they kept him.
But they kept, remember that period when they kept punishing him. Like, they kept punishing him, like when the whole Cruiserweight division beat the shit out of him. When Braun Strowman
But they gave him money.
Oh yeah, they gave him a shit ton.
He gave them money. He sold merch. The people loved their merch, and they used him for what he was worth. And now he's gone. Who cares? Nobody doesn't need him. But enough with Enzo, because Enzo is garbage. He does not deserve any more time on this podcast. E4, did you have any more WWE thoughts?
Oh yeah.
I am so I will say, well, Wild Fang was watching 25th Anniversary Raw. He was watching it, I was peeking in the room here and there. I happened to be doing something else when it was Roman Reigns and The Miz. I come out, I said, I'm not watching this. I said, I'm not watching this. And I was like, I already know what's going to happen. Roman Reigns, blah, 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 blah. Look at this. The Spear, Superman, boo, all of that other stuff, whatever. I have to come out, though, and I see The Miz holding the belt. I don't know why that this pisses me off.
I can tell you why.
So much.
WWE is in history-breaking mode now. Record-breaking mode right now.
Oh,
so, the person who has the longest Intercontinental title runs and reigns is Y2J at number 9. The Miz is at number 8. You know what's going to happen. He's going to get his 10th Intercontinental title this year, I guarantee. That is why The Miz won. Plus, to get the title off Roman. Am I happy to see Miz the champion? I like The Miz. He needs to go back to SmackDown. But I like The Miz. But there's so many other people who could have been in the Intercontinental champion more than The Miz. Samoa Joe. Seth Rollins.
He's too fat.
Finn Balor.
He's too small. He's a vanilla midget.
His hair's not long.
But you know, at WrestleMania, there's been rumors it'll be Miz versus Braun. Like, we don't know who's gonna win that match.
Oh my God! If that is the match, if that is the match for WrestleMania, I swear to God, they are going to kill him before he can truly rise up. I swear.
Think about it. He has unfinished business with The Miz.
It doesn't matter.
He's never really truly got his hands on The Miz yet.
First of all, if this man just first of all, I don't care. All right, I do not care if This motherfucking Braun Strowman is not fighting for fucking championships. Why would I care about him fighting for the Intercontinental Championship?
Well, because, sir, and I will quote JD once again, they do it for Rome.
Fuck Roman. Jesus Christ.
I've been pitching this long ago. You know, Roman wanted to do the open challenge. I wouldn't have Seth Rollins anywhere near this, you know, this tag team with cringe. But if they're going to give me Strowman and Miz, that's yet another match I'm not caring about. Who cares? The Intercontinental Championship, and why I don't, really don't want to see it on the Miz, because it's been, Miz says he brought it relevancy. I highly doubt it. He really had, he did on SmackDown. It was good. But look what they've been giving him on Monday Night Raw. Nothing. First of all, you've won your matches pretty much all the same, with the exception of a few. You have one match that's clean.
Yeah, E4.
You're better than Jinder Mahal.
E4 was getting pissed at the fact that he could not win a match without cheating. That's why
technically
Maurice was gone.
Oh, well, now that Maurice is pregnant, and it's just like, oh, all right, now we gotta have somebody else go with him.
You two bums. Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, you two bums.
Bo Dallas, hey, yeah, there you go.
But I've said this on the podcast once before. The Intercontinental Championship should be, if you want a high-profile match, it technically should be on the shoulders of Seth Rollins right now. Setting up for Seth versus Dean, with Dean being the heel. How you set that up, how you get there, it's a many different ways. Dean fought tooth and nail to get the Intercontinental title, woo from the Miz. You can even set up that he wants to go after the bar, but Seth is dealing with, say, I don't know, Elias. And Dean feels slighted. And then turns on Seth,
I swear to God.
And that match.
If the bar and Seth Rollins and anybody else of that Shield team fights for the bar one more time, I think I'm going to sue. I'm going to sue.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. If anything, someone said this and I didn't think about it until then. The next Superstar Shake-Up, take Rollins, put him on SmackDown Live. Why not? At this point. But, the Miz holding the title. They're all about breaking records right now. They're trying to get some new records in the book. The one record I'm waiting to see who beats is CM Punk's WWE record. I'm waiting to see that. And I have a feeling I know who that's going to be. Oh boy. Get ready. The Miz holding the title really does nothing. It just gives him an eighth reign and he'll do what he usually does on the mic. Now, I don't know if you have seen, but there was a moment in the Manhattan Center. It wasn't on TV. The Miz came out there and he cut a promo, and Seth Rollins was out there. And they, Miz bashed him for never winning the title. Eventually, Rollins gave him another curb stomp, confirming curb stomp is here to stay. Or the blackout, whatever you want to call it. I hope that's canon. Because if that is the storyline going forward, that would be great. If Seth gets the title and somehow you turn Dean heel somewhere in that mix, could you imagine? Really build up the IC title for Romania? Rollins, Ambrose, how many great matches they've had in WWE? Change the dynamic. Rollins the face now, Ambrose is the heel. But will it happen? Probably not. We'll probably get Jason Jordan versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Who wants to see that match?
I swear to God.
I've seen that match on Raw. I don't want to see it again. Well, instead of seeing the ripcord knee, I'll see a curb stomp. Who cares? And if you give Jason Jordan the win, what are you doing the Rollins? So, Mania is shaping up to be a very bad card right now. If what we see happening now ends up at Mania, I'll be tuning into certain matches. That's my thoughts on the Miz and his title winning. It's basically all I have to say. Mr. Wildfang.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm pretty much done because that shit it was bad. It still is bad, and then people wonder why everybody's not happy with the product nowadays. It's just a bunch of stuff.
And we're probably filthy casuals who say, just get over it.
Okay, they can all
If you don't
kiss
like
the
it, don't watch
broader
it.
side of my ass because we have to watch it because I've been a fan of this product for fucking decades now, and
Basically.
I am not gonna stop watching it. Granted, if Roman Reigns is my champion, I will cancel the network. Like WWE has it till I'm done. It has it till WrestleMania. If WrestleMania ends with Roman as my champion, oh, you better believe I won't be watching WWE for a while.
you know what's gonna happen, so I don't even know why you would make that statement.
No, I'm just gonna say it right now. If Roman Reigns leaves my goddamn WrestleMania as the champion,
Is.
okay.
The only. Actually, hold on. You know what? We can segue because the only way Roman Reigns doesn't go into WrestleMania if it's his alleged thing goes through. The old steroids controversy with Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, no, that's I don't care. I really don't care.
So you better hope that goes through. If you want to Roman not to be Universal Champion, you better hope that goes through, sir.
Yeah, I don't really care. Roman Reigns did it or not. At this point, I'm just like, I don't even care. But moving on.
Question.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What's the question?
Who do you guys want to win the Royal Rumble?
Okay, yeah.
We're not going to say women because we already know who's going to win that. But for men, who do you want to win?
Oh, okay.
Well, we might as well segue to Royal Rumble predictions and previews with that question.
First of all, I have a quick question, and it's a serious question. Besides the two Royal Rumble matches and Braun Strowman's match, what the fuck are the matches now?
The Bar versus Rollins and Jordan. You have the Usos versus Gable and Benjamin.
Okay.
And you have the Triple Threat Universal title match, Kane, Lesnar, and Strowman. And you have the WWE title match, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match.
Utterly.
That is the card. So with E4's question, we might as well roll right into the preview and predictions of Royal Rumble.
Okay, I also pulled up the matches.
We'll start with the Men's Rumble.
Oh, hold up. No. Let's save that for a quick second. I pulled up the matches, right? There's a singles match, right, on a pre-show for Bobby Roode versus whoever. Let's just say Bobby Roode should automatically win that.
He's winning that match.
You said what?
So he's winning that match. So
okay, we got Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Revival, of course, on the pre-show. Who do you think is winning that match?
I'll go on a limb. I'll say Revival.
Okay. And what about the 6-man tag, which is Kalisto, Lince Dorado, Grand Metalik, TJP,
Baby faces.
Okay.
Baby faces.
All right. Now let's move on. So we all know who's going to win the Women's Royal Rumble. It's completely goddamn obvious.
We don't know.
That's one of my other topics. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
I mean, okay. Is it really a bad thing?
Hold up.
Whatever, everything that she is in, every goddamn thing Asuka's in, she fucking wins it. It makes it completely predictable. It makes you not even have to watch it. As soon as they announce that Asuka's going to be in it, it's like, I don't need to watch this. We're history making, so you have to watch. No, the fuck I don't. I already know who's going to win, so what's my point of watching?
But is it a bad thing that Asuka wins?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying I like to have a little bit of unpredictability whenever I'm watching a wrestling match. There shouldn't be, in certain matches, I shouldn't have to sit here and be like, okay, in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, this shit needs to be completely unpredictable. I don't need to sit here and be able to be like, all right, yeah, let me see. Let's see. Nia Jackson's going to be in here, so she's going to sit here and dominate, and then Asuka's going to come out. And then Asuka's going to get Nia Jax out, and then Asuka's just.
Well, let's look at it like this because let's look at it like this because so apparently a Rumble Elimination from a Rumble does not be credited as a loss because technically Asuka has been eliminated from a Rumble. She was eliminated by Eva Marie in NXT's Rumble. So it doesn't count as a loss.
Got booed to shit. I remember that.
Well, we're not going to talk about Eva Marie. But
who?
A Royal Rumble, exactly. A Royal Rumble does not necessarily count as a loss. Now, is it obvious to some people that Asuka may win? Yes. Because truth be told, she should be the one winning. You know, if I was looking at if they never announced a women's rumble and they asked me who I have won, I would say Asuka regardless because she's done the best work. Period. The women on the main event roster, as I've said before, have been booked terribly. Now, yes, Asuka has won every match, but if you look at her NXT matches towards her heel turn-ish, towards the end of her time, you were legitimately thinking on your feet, well, Asuka actually won this match. You could sit here and have a conversation on, well, it's a triple threat. Asuka doesn't have to get pinned. Or it's a fatal four-way. Asuka doesn't have to get pinned. Or, oh, wait, Asuka might be moving up the main. They may have Ember Moon beat her. There were questions there towards her, and towards the end. Will Nikki Cross actually put down Asuka in this last women's standing match? There were questions. She ended up winning all those matches, but it kept you wondering because honestly, when she got hit by that Eclipse of Ember Moon, I thought it was over. Everyone thought it was over. She kicked out and everyone gasped. Like, holy shit, she kicked out. So there can be intrigue to an undefeated streak. WWE has to do their job and book the women appropriately. Now, they're trying to book Nia Jax like this giant threat when she's not. Asuka's beaten Nia Jax not once, but twice in NXT, and then on Monday she beat her by she couldn't continue. We've seen Asuka run through everybody on the main roster, which doesn't help much either because everyone came from NXT. But on paper, right in this Rumble, with the way they booked all the women, there's only even a few options. Even with Asuka losing, there's only a few options. There's one, you could say Nia Jax. You get your Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss match. Like, we really want to see that match. You can have Becky Lynch win, which will probably be my second favorite choice because if Becky Lynch goes heel and have a feud with Charlotte, there you go. Or you can have, who I don't want anywhere near the Rumble at all, Ronda Rousey, garbage. Don't want her nowhere near the Rumble. She's been tweeting she's in Columbus. She's been tweeting she's in Columbus filming. It doesn't take long to probably to take a nice little jet. So I don't want her anywhere near. And if she wins the Rumble, I honestly would probably turn the whole fucking show off at that point. I wouldn't even care. And then there's, another fearful Stephanie McMahon. She could toss herself in there. She's on commentary. I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh my god! I just realized that she was.
But to be honest, and I want y'all to correct me if I'm wrong. I really want y'all to really input because I am a whole honesty. Who on that roster even deserves to win? Except for Asuka, honestly. What, Bayley? Booked terribly. Sasha?
Bayley gets no reactions at all. I have listened to this several times. It's just she don't even get booed. She gets booed, but the quietness is a lot more louder than boos, and there's no people that's sitting here cheering, and it's just like
exactly. So
it's the same kind of reaction. Damn sure not Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks been booked terribly. We gonna have Dana Brooke.
Who?
Exactly. She's in, as JD was saying, Titus Catering. What?
Okay, but now moving back on from that. Okay, the next match I have up here, the Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus the fucking Bar.
Seth.
You know what? I'm gonna say the Bar wins. Oh. They've lost 2 matches to Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews. They will win, and honestly, that'll probably be their next feud. Not for Mania. because it's still another pay-per-view, but their next feud, their little intermediate feud will probably be against the Worldwide. It writes itself. Ty's brand beat them twice. They think they deserve a shot at the titles. They'll get a shot on Monday Night Raw, and they'll get destroyed on Monday Night Raw. I'm going with Bar. Why not?
Yeah. Man, too bad Cesaro doesn't know how to speak on a mic properly. Oh, man.
I don't get. I still go with the Bar. It makes okay. If the Bar loses, what happens? Nothing. So you have to have the Bar win, unless they turn Titus O'Neil heel, or they say, "Oh, we want a shot at tag titles against Rollins and Jordan." You know who's going to win that match. So you give the titles to the Bar. They've lost most of their matches since whenever, and now set up the next feud between Tyler's brand and the Bar. They gotta have some type of tag teams. So I'm still going with the Bar.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the Bar. No, I'm gonna go with Jason Jordan too, because Jason Jordan, he's the greatest.
You know why I'm saying? You know why I'm saying that? Because they need a match for Elimination Chamber. Now, I mean, the only way I see out of this is if. So this goes one of two ways. The Bar wins. You can have Rollins and Jordan get their rematch on Raw. They'll lose the rematch due to some shenanigans. You can turn Jason Jordan heel or whatever, and you can have that. They have their split, or no one turns heel and they just split, and they eventually they may have another match on Raw. Like, we really want to see that match as good as it was. I don't need to see it again. And those two will be entering the Elimination Chamber for whatever number one contendership or Intercontinental, whatever is on the line. And you have the Bar versus Tyler's brand. Or you have Rollins and Jordan win, and they'll fight Tyler's brand because Tyler's brand thinks they deserve a shot. And at the pay-per-view, there is no tag team title match, and they're both in the Elimination Chamber as tag champions.
I swear to God, and I'm going to say this without disrespect. If Titus or goddamn Neil is inventing a pay-per-view with against anybody against those fucking tag champs, I'm gonna be pissed.
I mean, it's been set up that way, man. It has been set up that way. But I'm still going with Bar. So that's 2 for Rollins and Jordan. I'm going Bar.
All right. Next is the Usos versus Benjamins. I mean the Chenjamin or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
I'm gonna go Usos. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna build up Usos and Bludgeon Brothers at Mania,
which would be a match to be remembered. E4. What was your opinion on the Usos? To be honest,
let's dial it back a little bit. Thing. So let's throw Asuka out of the equation right quick. Okay, who would be your pick without Asuka in the Rumble?
The Rumble.
Throw her out the window.
To be honest, if she wasn't in the Rumble, I would not watch it because I really don't care.
Well,
like let's be 100% real. I don't care. That's the thing.
I mean, I don't care, but I will watch it. But I don't. I mean, okay, so
I'm a woman. I'm a woman, and I don't care.
I mean, I don't care, but I would watch it because it's part of the show.
I don't care that Asuka is in it. I don't care. Period.
Like.
Well, I'm just saying, for the sake of a different opinion, who is your, I guess, second pick?
I don't know all the women in the match. I really don't.
There's only. But let's be honest here, sir. There's only like 5 women in the match that really matter. So out of the 5 that matter,
I guess Naomi, if
Becky Lynch.
Or Becky Lynch, but like, let's be real, son. Like, who cares about that match? Like,
I mean,
a completely different capacity. No one in this room really wants to watch. I'm not watching the match. I know for a fact I'm not going to be watching.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it to see who wins it.
No, I'm going to see who wins it, but I'm not going to like physically go out of my way to go watch the damn match.
Well, I'll be on WWE Network and it'll be on my television screen. So
Yeah,
I'm just gonna watch it.
yeah, kind of like that. This is gonna
Watch
be
it.
on my television screen, and whoever the fuck.
You know, but I'm gonna go with E4. I'm gonna say if anyone else wins, it better be Becky Lynch, and she needs to turn heel ASAP. But you can go back to the rest of the card, sir.
Okay.
Charlotte needs to turn heel.
Yeah, oh, okay. Who else? What's the other match? Dana Brooke could win it. I'm pretty sure she could win it.
Yeah, man, why not?
Who?
Or Titus
Who is this person y'all keep saying? Who is
Dana
this?
Brooke.
Next match is
She's the
AJ.
girl.
Next
I was about to say she's the girl to the cartwheel.
Brock
Has
Lesnar.
giant boobs.
The Brock Lesnar match. The fucking Brock Lesnar match.
Oh. Brock.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with Kane.
Who is he going up against?
Kane and Braun Strowman.
Oh, that one.
You know, I'm gonna have my expectations so low on this one that I'm gonna say I root for Kane. Why is Kane back?
If Kane walks in that match and wins it, I lose my shit.
Ayo, I will officially want to see what happens next.
If Kane walks out as Universal Champion, oh man. But you know, there's been rumors that they may change the ending of that match, the who wins the match. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna say Brock, man, because they do it for Roman. They do it for Roman.
Yeah. But like legit, man, I'm gonna say it's Kane. Cause you know, he's a bigger monster. He beat Finn Balor. God knows why he didn't have to beat Finn Balor, but that means
He beat Seth Rollins. He beat Dean Ambrose. So
yeah, for some reason they made him seem like he was the strongest bastard ever. Had him beat my man Finn Balor, which is a vanilla midget, by the way. So you know, of course it's gonna be.
Hey, he's not over.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be Kane. What about you, E4? Who do you think is gonna win?
He's going Kane. I'm
Honestly,
going Brock. You might as well say Strowman.
No, that's who I would like to win. That's not what he asked. He didn't ask who's supposed to win. Who is supposed to win this? Honestly, unfortunately gonna go with Brock. I mean, that's just we're just gonna go with Brock Lesnar.
Okay, all right, cool. But I bet you it's gonna be Kane though, and that would piss off everybody.
Oh, I would love it. You know what? I'm hoping Kane wins now, just so I can hear the fans.
There's gonna be booze for centuries, sir.
I would enjoy it. I would enjoy every moment of it.
There's gonna be booze for centuries, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off. The amounts of booze that there.
It's gonna be simply glorious.
Oh shit! My next question though is: who do you think is about to win between AJ Styles and Cammy? As they horribly made him say that. You can tell that wasn't AJ Styles that said that nasty shit. I'm gonna call them Cammy now. What the fuck does that mean?
I'm going to say AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, yes. What about you, E4? Who do you think is gonna win between AJ Styles and Candy?
AJ Styles.
Of course, because
AJ Styles and Candy. Oh my god.
AJ Styles versus Candy. Because that is the house that AJ Styles built. Yes. You know, he definitely should be mating WrestleMania, but you know. And that brings us to our next topic.
I wonder if he built his house brick by brick.
You said what?
I wonder if he built it by brick, or did he use the cement?
He used
and no brick.
He used his phenomenal powers to make it. But this goes on to the final thing of the night. The Royal fucking goddamn Ultimate Royal Rumble. Out of everybody in this match that is confirmed so far. Granted, we don't know all. Roman Reigns is actually in the fucking Royal Rumble? What the fuck?
Who?
Roman Reigns is in the fucking Rumble.
I mean,
They announced it 2 days ago.
Was it supposed to be a surprise?
Really? Okay, all right. This changes everything. Who do y'all think is going to win the Roman? The I was going to say the Roman Reigns.
The Roman Reigns Rumble. So the question is, who's going to win, or who do we want to win?
Who's going to
win? That was your question. So let's answer her question first, Mr. Wildfang.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Thank you.
I want Kurt Hawkins to win.
Ah, yes, Kurt Hawkins, the man on 800 and something losing streak. If he wins that,
I legitimately want him to win. I want to see Brock versus Kurt Hawkins, and Kurt Hawkins get destroyed, and then he just randomly, I mean literally, randomly does a roll up and pin Brock Lesnar and wins the title at Mania.
Yeah, okay. You want WWE to lose so much money that they're going to legit go bankrupt because of something that you... Never mind. But yeah, man. All right. I get it, though. I would also want that. I want Kurt Hawkins. But Shinsuke Nakamura... No, fuck that. John Cena should win.
Oh god!
I forgot he was in this shit. God damn!
All right, but legit, who do you think is gonna win this? With now that we have so far Roman Reigns, Xavier Woods, Kofi, Big E, Ty, goddamn Dillinger, The Miz is in the what? Titus O'Neil, Apollo Crews, Aiden English, Rusev, Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy, Baron Corbin, Finn Balor, John motherfucking Cena, Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, and Elias. Who do you think is going to win the match?
Seth Rollins.
Seth goddamn Rollins. He's in the match.
He'll be in there. He'll be in the Rumble. I'm sure. They'll have him in the Rumble.
Okay. All right. And E4, who do you think is gonna win? Besides Gus right now, who's losing his fucking mind at the door.
Who was it? What was it again?
Yeah. Hold up.
It's a long list of people.
It's a long.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Oh, she thinks John Cena's gonna win.
Seriously?
I think. Let me be real honest, because I don't think Seth Rollins is gonna win. He might be in a match, but he's not gonna win.
Why would Seth Rollins even be in the match? He's in the title match before. The rules state that he can't be in the Royal Rumble. That would be, kind of pulling on what they did the last time when Roman was.
The rules are if you're in a world title match, you can't be in a Rumble.
The rules
There's been a couple tag teams.
I know, but the rules literally state that if you're in any type of match with a title, you cannot be in the Royal Rumble, dude.
A world title match. We've seen tag team matches before, and
I know,
tag teams
and people will legit be like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Not really. It's a tag team match. Not really.
Dude, no matter what, son, it's been like that for years, dude. Technically,
but we've seen. Yes, we've seen tag teams.
We've seen it. Just because we've seen it doesn't mean it's correct, dude.
I mean, it is. They're not. What the tag team titles? Who cares? That's the problem. Who cares? They might as well be in a Rumble. Why not? They have just as much right to be in a Rumble as anyone else.
Okay.
It's just a tag team title. It's not the world. It's like, it's one thing if it's the world title. They don't deserve to be in a Rumble. They already had their shot. But a tag team title match, an Intercontinental title match? Bobby Roode's having a match, and he's in the Rumble. So, I mean...
Bobby Roode's not in the match.
He's in the open. He's in the pre-show, so he's technically in the match.
He's not in the Royal Rumble match. Is what I'm saying.
He is in the Royal Rumble match.
I'm looking at the participants as we speak right now.
He's going to be in the Rumble match. Trust me, he's going to be in the Rumble. They're not going to fucking take half their best roster and throw them on the bus for people like, I don't know, Batista. Like that would be if I don't see Bobby Roode or Seth Rollins in that Rumble, and I'm seeing people like I don't know Billy Gunn
Oh,
or
we're gonna
someone
see
stupid
something
like
stupid.
that,
We're gonna see something stupid
then
in this
it's
Rumble.
stupid. It would be pointless.
We're gonna see
You
dumb
know,
shit
I
happen.
agree. I agree with world championships should not be in the Rumble. It makes sense, but tag teams, uh, the tag team title matches, the freaking, anything that isn't the world title, I firmly believe deserves to be in the Rumble. It's just how I feel. They should be in the Rumble. They have as much chance to get a world title shot as anyone else.
Okay, but I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. It always happens every year when somebody does it. Nobody wants a
Not
title.
really. I
Oh
mean,
my god.
it's only really happened once with the world title, and that was fucking asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And we know who that is, Roman fucking Reigns. And Randy Orton became the hero of the hero of the world that night.
It's like when Triple H did the same thing. Yeah.
Pretty much. But I honestly, to be honest, I really don't know who I think is going to win because, I mean, Raw has the Elimination Chamber. So there's no real point to having a Raw superstar win.
Oh yeah.
Which actually kind of throws me to E4's decision because technically he's a fucking free agent. But he's supposed to be in a match, quote, quote, bigger than the WWE title. And I don't know if they want to book Shinsuke versus AJ.
Oh god. I don't know why they wouldn't want to book that. It's like asking for money and
I'm honestly, I don't know who I think is going to win, to be honest, because I'm looking at it from a logical perspective. There is what I want to see, what I would love to see, which is, maybe Shinsuke or Finn win it. Even Rollins, but I know that's not going to happen.
yeah.
I know I don't want to see Roman in it, although I feel like Roman's going to be in the top 4, the top 2.
Again, which is be fucking.
And people are going to have a fucking heart attack if it's John Cena and Roman Reigns is the last 2. That arena will probably die right there by heart attacks. I don't want to see another AJ Styles John Cena match.
Oh yeah, nobody wants to see that again. We've had enough.
The wild card here could be Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
But would they really invest that much in him? I highly doubt it.
Oh yeah, they keep
At this stage,
starting this motherfucker's push. It's so goddamn nuts.
I don't know if they will want to invest in him. But a match between him and AJ Styles would be fucking beast. My gut is telling me I could see John Cena. But because I don't want to see Cena, I'm not going to say Cena. I'm going to predict, like everyone else, I'm going to be of the majority here. I'm going to say I think Shinsuke pulls it out. But I honestly wouldn't be surprised at John Cena. I wouldn't be surprised at maybe even Dolph Ziggler. But I think they might give it to Shinsuke. The only reason why, why I think they really might give it to Shinsuke now that I think about it?
Why?
And it's going to sound so bad me saying this, but I personally don't think Vince cares about the WWE title anymore. And I'm not trying to down Shinsuke or AJ. But his brand is Raw. His brand is Raw. And he made the decision to send the WWE title to SmackDown.
Oh yeah, he did.
And you know, and with who has the titles and who's held those titles since they've been on those brands, say it a fact. Jinder Mahal, come on.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think he cares. So what he'll probably do, he'll probably have Shinsuke win, and we'll have a 10-minute match at Mania, and then it'll be whatever.
I don't know.
Because he's gonna book Mania. He's gonna book Mania as the Universal Champion will be in the main event. It's gonna happen. Even if it's not Roman, the Universal Champion will be the main event.
Yeah.
Whether it's Roman or not. They will not care about the WWE title. I think he just didn't care. Honestly, I think he wants to get away from the WWE title. That's why they named it the WWE Universal Championship.
Ugh.
Think about it.
But you mean the job?
They tout so much about the WWE Universe. They don't even call them fans. The WWE Universe. They don't call them WWE fans. The WWE Universe. What's the title name? The WWE Universal Championship. And it took me till now to really think about that. So yes, I'm gonna say Shinsuke because he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Because he can honestly have John Cena challenge for the Universal Championship if he wanted to, and it still count as 17 world title reigns.
True, that makes sense. But
so I think Shinsuke will win because he just doesn't care.
All right. So that being said, let's have our final thoughts here. E4, your final thoughts on the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, you know, don't care about the women's Royal Rumble, and I would like for Shinsuke to win the men's Royal Rumble.
All right. And Darkwave, any last ones for you?
Takeover was amazing. Royal Rumble is probably going to suck. With that being said, I have nothing to look forward to, except the next time we do a podcast to do our review on it. Or maybe I'll do a review by myself. But doing reviews by myself tends to be boring.
All right. And my final thoughts as of the Royal Rumble is going to be garbage compared to the hot fire that we just watched. I'm pretty sure I'm going to give NXT TakeOver like a good 4 out of 10. Oh, not a 4 out of 10. 8 out of 10. If it wasn't for that Shayna Baszler match, that would have been a 9. But War Games is the perfect 10 for me. It still is the perfect 10. War Games was the shit. And it wasn't as good as War Games, but it was still good. So pretty much going into this Royal Rumble after watching TakeOver, I'm not particularly going to be happy. I can already tell I'm not going to be as happy as I was watching NXT, especially Aleister Black and all that. But that being said, we'll see what happens. Pretty positive. I hope some of our predictions come true. The good ones, not the bad ones. And the fuck was that? Guess what did you just put in my mouth? Whatever.
That's right. My real name.
All right.
That's right.
All right.
What I'm saying.
I will catch you guys later on this podcast. Fuck you. Anywho. All right, guys.
Next time.
Yes, of course.